Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. So, as you know, if you watch my channel for any amount of time, I get my job is very mundane and very repetitive, and so I kind of get in the zone at work, and I get a lot of psychic or mediumship hits at work, not meaning to. Today, however, I was like, since I get hit so much, I'm going to start writing down these hits. And before I got there, before I started working, I actually sat down in my workspace and I said, if there's any spirits that would like to come through, I'm open. I'm all ears. I intentionally set the intention that if something wanted to come through, if someone wanted to come through, they could. As long as they weren't negative or meaning me harm. They just wanted, maybe me send a message or something for them. And I found it quite interesting because I was starting to get hits immediately. I got the name Mandy. I kept getting Mandy, 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 and it was Amanda, for someone's name, Amanda. And then she was called Mandy. What I find interesting is I asked, that was like the first thing I asked, what's your name? And I got immediately Mandy, 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 Mandy over and over. Instead of how did you die, the next thing I asked was, how long have you been dead? For some reason, didn't know why. That was the question I asked. And the response I got was 22 years, which means they died in 2000. I'm like, that's crazy. And then I started getting just one after another. There was like, she was 19 or 20 when she died. I started getting choked up and like my lungs were filling up. So I feel like she died from a drowning. It was accidental. But I did feel that all of a sudden there's this resurgence and time was running out. I was getting that, her and a bunch of other teens had created a mud hole, basically, kind of like a swimming hole, in like the back of somebody's property that didn't know that hole was there. And I think she went there, from what I'm getting, she went there one day to go swimming. She wound up hitting her head and drowning in the water. Nobody knew she was there. And a couple days later, I would say 4, I kept thinking 4 days later, and I kept hearing mudslide, but mudslide is not the right word. It was flash flood. There was like a flash flood storm that came through, and there was a flash flooding in that area, filling up the hole and carrying her body a ways down on the property. So nobody ever found her. Nobody knew she was there. Nobody ever saw the body. She's still there, which I found interesting. And that's what I was getting. There was this very matter-of-fact, calmness to her. I mean, if she's been gone for 22 years, she's come to terms with the fact that she's passed. And I almost got the feeling that she was, for lack of a better word, feeling stupid. Or, like, I don't even want to tell you how I would die because it was so stupid how I died. Kind of deal. But nobody ever found her. She's been in a missing persons, a cold case for a very long time. Which I found interesting. And I promised her when I got home that I would do a more in-depth reading. And I'm using my Sacred Bee Tarot today, just to see if she can give us more insight on her whereabouts. Amanda, if you're listening, with some more insights on your whereabouts. And this is just a free-for-all. It's not, there's no set mediumship spread. And this is one of the first attempts I'm doing something like this. And that flew out. Gain 9 of disc, the 9 of pentacles. Yeah, I see this as she died young, about 19 or 20s when I was getting that she died. Yeah, she died around 19 or 20. And she had the whole world to gain. She had her whole life ahead of her. And it was it was almost like I felt like the moment she died, she's like, seriously, this is how I'm going to die. That's weird. And this card just fell out. Root of the powers of earth. So she's in the earth is what I'm getting. Like she is still there. I keep hearing 100 feet. So it's almost like she's 100 feet from where the mud hole was. And then I got the priestess card. The priestess card makes sense too because she's been gone for so long that she's kind of a mentor on the other side. She's evolved on the other side. That makes sense. Now, I'm going to pull from this deck as well because like I've said before, when I pulled from this card, it's scary accurate. It's landscapes and it gives you places on it. States. I don't know. I kept getting Iowa earlier. And it's weird because a friend of mine looked all this up and there was a girl named Amanda that disappeared this January in Iowa. So I thought that was interesting. But this is old. Mandy, sorry. She likes to be called Mandy. Can you tell me what, wow, the card's flying everywhere. And that's Yosemite, California. And this is Channel Island, California. I find that interesting. I don't know that she's from, I don't know anything else. I don't know if there's an actual case anywhere. I have no information. But I feel like these are places she's been. Either she was born in California and they moved to Iowa, or she's been there on vacation. To both of those places. If Iowa is not in this deck, can you give us the location closest to where you're at right now, your body's at? Virginia. I don't know. Interesting. So I'm going to pull from my steampunk tea leaf reading cards. I always use this for someone that's passed. This is for Amanda that, was with me earlier in the day. Jeez. Now I'm going to start asking questions. Can you clarify your death? How did you die? How are they all turned around? That's crazy. You clarify your death. Clarify your death. Canon. That's interesting because I feel like I see her falling in the water and I see her lungs filling up with water like she drowned. But I said prior to that there was she got hit on the head. So maybe there's more to the hitting on the head, that it feels like a cannon shot to the head, and something hitting her. But I still feel like it's an accident. Nobody was around when she passed. I feel like if she hadn't have drowned, which is if anybody ever finds her body, the cause of death will be drowning, probably, if they can even do that at this point, because it's been 22 years. She's probably a skeleton. But the cause of death to me would be drowning. If that hadn't happened, whatever hit her in the head would have killed her. What did you do for a living? Drums. And all of a sudden I got like the school band playing in my head. Like the school band. Maybe she was in a band. I feel like she was in a lot of different things, a lot of activities. She would have been greatly missed. I just found that interesting. Any other advice you can give me on your death? And I got the lady. Of course I got the lady. It's her showing up. And if you guys have any questions that you want me to ask on here, because obviously I'm new to this, and I'm going to use my deck I got online on my playing cards. I use this quite a bit for this kind of reading. Okay, now we're going to clarify the Nine of Discs. Can you clarify the Nine of Discs? And I've got, it's funny because I have a lady here and then a lady here. Well, she's like a fairy, but still a female. You clarify the Nine of Discs. Loss, and it's her again coming up. Okay, now let's clarify where you're at. Clarify the Earth card. Let me clarify the Earth card. Okay, 2 came out. Liberty, and it's all females. Yeah, I get that's. This one's like holding a baby. I don't feel like she had any kids, but that's interesting. She's got 2 babies here. Maybe she's one of 2, the oldest of 2. Interesting. Can we clarify the High Priestess? Can we clarify the High Priestess? Can we clarify the High Priestess? Gossip. That's weird because I feel like this is representing her now. She's in the Zen place, but there was a lot of gossip when she disappeared. Like, oh, she ran off with some guy. She ran off with so-and-so. She was pregnant, and maybe that's why here. I'm getting a lot of gossip about her when she disappeared, and nobody realizes she's still there in that town. Interesting. Can we get a town? I'm going to pull from the playing cards again. Can we get a town anywhere close to where you're located, where you're from? Arizona. I'm getting... See, I'm getting the California vibe again. Like she's from that part of the United States, Arizona, California. She's from there. Um, and now I'm getting like summer vibes. Maybe she was only visiting Iowa for the summer. Ruin. Mm. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of her name being dragged through the mud once she disappeared. Um, I see her as like a brown-eyed, dirty blonde. Her hair's like really straight. Um, I see her as super tall and thin. And I see that this she was talked more about because everybody loved her in life. Everybody was like, "Oh, we love her. She could do anything. She's got everything in front of her, and she had her whole life ahead of her." But once she disappeared, it's almost like she found out who her true friends were because all this gossip, all this things that drug her name through the mud, came out once she passed. Interesting. And that's all I'm getting. I don't get anything about the location. That's what really irritates me and why I started trying to do a spread now, because I got a lot of this stuff today are already, and I don't have any actual location now still. I'm still feeling Iowa though. She's in Iowa somewhere, laying buried under a bunch of soot and dirt and crap in the back of somebody's property, and they have no idea. If you guys have any questions, comments, concern, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And you guys have a good night. Bye.